Hi everyone, it's Ines and I just finished with work. So you can see I'm in my classroom and now I'm coming into the kitchen. Ta-da! So I told my boys that I would make them a little dessert. So I want to show you what that is. It's a no-bake chocolate oat bars. Pretty excited. Let's get started. Here's the ingredients, and I bet a lot of you might have a lot of these ingredients right now in your pantry. So, pretty easy to make, and what I need to do first is get my medium saucepan and ready to start melting down that butter. So we're back to school, and this is actually after school for our first day back. It's Tuesday, and this is going to be the perfect little snack for the boys for after school. Kobe's back here. He's trying to make a snack for himself. So if you see him, he's back here. It's real life. Okay, so we're going to melt this down. And remember, I'll have the recipe at the end of the video. So you could take a snapshot or whatever. We sure do love vanilla, so I might put a little bit more. And then it's just a half a cup of brown sugar. And we'll just melt that down. And so I have a little candy dish that's behind me. And Ezra keeps coming and taking one more and another one and another one. But that's okay. It's okay. That just means they're hungry, and I think we're going to get dinner early anyways. So interesting little fact about our family. We eat dinner every day at 4:30 because that's when my husband gets home from work, and that's normally usually when we eat. So around here it's like 3 o'clock. My kids are starving, and I'm trying to make them wait, but boys need to eat. They are hungry. So I'm just gonna hopefully get this ready for later because second wind steps in around 7 o'clock and then everybody's snacky again. When I'm like, just go to bed. So I'm just gonna melt this down. This is gonna be super easy. I can show you. It's in the pan. Just gonna melt it down, and then I'm gonna line an 8x8 pan with parchment paper. So my mixture is pretty much bubbling through. I'm just gonna add the oats. And then these cook for about 4 or so minutes. We're cooking the oats through, that's all. So let me see the time. Oh, it's smelling really good in here, by the way. I added some cinnamon in there. So I'm gonna turn it to low because this is gonna heat through pretty quick. I'm just gonna cook this for about 4 minutes. Smells delicious. So I'm just getting the peanut butter and the chocolate chips going, and I spray my measuring cup so the peanut butter should come right out pretty easy. And I'm not sure because it's my first time doing this recipe, but I thought it looked like something I already do, like my granola bar recipe, so I'll link that too. That one's a yummy one. But I didn't know if it sets really quick, so I wanted to make sure all my components are ready, so to say, because my oats over there look pretty done. So I am going to get that into the pan and get this melting. Chocolate peanut butter. Yum, yum. So now all I'm doing is pressing it into the parchment paper. However, if you don't have parchment paper, I would just heavily spray. I think that would work just fine. In fact, this parchment paper is kind of getting on my nerves. So it's kind of shifting all around a lot, and I don't know if I'm liking that. But that's okay. I think this is just the parchment paper. It's my parchment paper because I have like the longer one for the pans, and I used to have some parchment paper that was smaller for like these situations. Okay, so after that, after your peanut butter chocolate is all melted down, so this is actually kind of like the bananas that I just showed on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, sometimes they show little recipes on there too. So I showed some frozen bananas using kind of the same idea. And so I'm going to pour mostly all of this into here, and then I'm gonna save some to drizzle on top. So this is all good stuff. I'm sure super healthy, right? But what is it? It's only an 8x8 pan, and I actually have a meeting tonight, so I think I might even take some for the ladies that are at the meeting. Just little squares. So mostly we're just gonna have a taste today. So I'm just pouring that chocolate peanut butter mixture. And then I'm just going to put the remaining oats on top and then spread it in. And then I'm just going to put this in the fridge to harden. That's it. I love no baking ones because they are fast. And so, the longest part will be waiting for it to form. And it does say a few hours, but I'm wondering if I put it in the fridge, if it'll just be faster. Well, that's what I'm hoping. And now I'll just finish it up with the remaining chocolate. And then I'll put it into the fridge. It smells delicious in here. I like making my own granola too. So it's kind of like a mixture of, like the sweetness of chocolate bananas and the also yummy, like cinnamony smell that comes from making your own granola. It just smells good. I think you don't even need an air freshener or a room freshener when you're like baking all the time, right? Because then it's like the real stuff. People plug in like sugar cookie candles or whatever, and I'm thinking just make sugar cookies. Just kidding. No, I'm not. I just think good food smells really good in a house. So, okay. So it is all set, and I'll show you kind of just making a drizzle up in here. Just kind of a nice little topping. Wow, that's going to be delish. Okay. And I'm going to put this in the fridge. But you can see it's just ready to set. I'll see you in a few hours. So I just took it out of the fridge. It's been a few hours. And it's gotten pretty solid. So I think this is probably why you use the parchment paper. It makes it much easier to take it out. So I'm going to let you see. There. Okay. Jonas wants to be my taste tester. I'm just going to cut a little bit. And Jonas is wanting to post a couple of videos on my channel. So he's been working on some really cute kid ones, and I think I'm going to post them on Saturday mornings. Sorry, Saturday mornings. All right. Go ahead, Jonas. Look at that. You can see like it's layered. So good. What do you think? Oh yeah. So that recipe is so good. It's definitely a keeper, and I don't know how long it'll last, but I am going to be taking some to my friends this evening so they can have a little taste. So definitely try it. Let me know if you do. So have a good evening and stick around. You never know what I'll be rolling out next.